Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. If this is your first time watching my video, my name is Tantra Goddess and I make intuitive videos for the collective. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe now, like, and share. Your support to this channel serves as an encouragement to continue to make these videos. Today we're going to be talking about Pluto entering Aquarius on the 23rd of March. Pluto symbolized destiny, renewal, destruction, passion, transformation, death, and rebirth. So this does not necessarily mean somebody dying. In an analog, this can mean buying a house and buying a whole house, tearing it down, just so you can build something of your own satisfaction and your own standards. Pluto is a continuous cycle of beginning and endings, and it intensifies and strengthens any sector, sign, or planet it touches because of its association with resources, tax, big money, gains, and losses. So now that we know what Pluto is, let's learn a little bit about Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign ruled by Uranus and Saturn. Aquarius rules the 11th house, and they are inventive, humanitarian, clever, and eccentric people. They value individuality, freedom, and intellectual interest. So, what happens when we place Pluto in the sign of Aquarius? This period will bring a new order to Aquarius humanitarian reforms, meaning there might be a new and revolutionary ideas that will change the way that we live our lives. Also, people would not want to conform to fit in, and this will be a karmic lesson that Pluto in Aquarius would have to break free from and prioritize liberation. Okay, so now we're going to be jumping into the signs to see how Pluto in Aquarius will affect you personally. So for Aries rising, Pluto will be in your 11th house. 11th house is the house of Aquarius. So when Pluto is in the 11th house in Aquarius, there will be great transformation in your social circle. There's possibility of recycling in your friendship, but we rest assured that when Pluto destroys, it renews, which means you may be meeting new powerful friends that will help establish your goals and ambitions. You might not get along with your old group of social circle, but know that you will be networking and meeting people who will support and establish your goals. So this transit will bring fresh ideas that will bring success through collective minds. So you need to meet people, you need to network, you need to engage with new individuals to receive this success. So next I'll be jumping into Taurus rising. For Taurus rising, Pluto will be your 10th house. 10th house is the house of achievement. So Pluto here will bring public success, power. If you are someone who works in the public sector, this will bring great ideas that will result into lots of recognition. There might also be some kind of setback. Also remember, Pluto is all about gains and loss. So don't expect the old transit to be all rosy, depending on the aspect in your chart. Pluto will propel you towards a direction in which you need to transcend regarding your career. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, or if you're not following your calling. So this transit can also indicate authority figure like your father, your government, or not. I'm not sure how this will manifest for you, but be sure to let me know in the comment if you're watching this video during or after the transit. So for Gemini rising, Pluto will be in your ninth house. Ninth house is the house of eye and mind. This transit brings new ideas and ways that you can improve the world. Such ideas can bring gains, money through foreign investments and venture. The way that you communicate these ideas and how others assimilate them will be very important and may determine your luck during this time. Pluto can also break you free from old beliefs and force you to take chances that would eventually be beneficiary to you. So it will literally come as an epiphany, and you will just suddenly realize that I should have been thinking this way, or maybe I should have been doing this, or now I understand. So it's like seeing things from different perspective, and it can also be related to education, religion, and culture. Next, I'll be jumping into Cancer rising. Pluto will be in your eighth house. Eighth house is the house of Pluto. So during this transit, you might become a member of a powerful family, receive some inheritance through somebody dying. Also, again, this doesn't necessarily has to be somebody dying. It can be the end of a marriage, and which means you have to get some money, or it can also be something that you've invested in the past, or maybe an investment that you made, or maybe something you invented a long time. It might bring luck or loss. I'll give you an example. You could have invested in something that didn't yield any results. So now Pluto will come in and bring you more luck in that areas and benefit from that thing that you've invested in the past, things that you've taken so many losses on. So, and also this can go both ways, and this might be related also to corporate matters, tax, mortgage, and things that we do not like to talk about. So there will be definitely be transformation in these areas that will feel destined to happen. For Leo rising, Pluto will be in your seventh house. This is the house of partnership. Your relationship, marriage, and close partnership will be greatly transformed. There will be need for mutual independence in your relationship or marriage, and you may be hesitant to commit yourself fully. You may also dislike the idea of codependency at this time, and marriage can seem unappealing because of lack of freedom and independence. Also, this can go ways. Like I said, it might be that you enjoy blissful marriage, or it might be like you want to enjoy single life as long as you can until something drastically changes your mind. Next, I'll be moving into Virgo rising. So for Virgo rising, this transit will take place in your sixth house. Pluto in the sixth house shows how you can achieve a lot on behalf of others. Pluto in the sixth house shows obsessive tendency in your workplace, along with tendency for doing eccentric jobs. This may manifest as being a workaholic during this transit, or maybe seeking jobs that allow you to be a freelancer, work as an individual contractor. You will gravitate towards having a side hustle or starting your own business because 9 to 5 occupation might not be appealing to you at this time unless they offer special benefits and pathways to advancement. For Libra rising, Pluto will be in your fifth house. Fifth house represents pleasure, children, and enterprise might also transform your life during this transit. Pluto in Aquarius in the fifth house represent transformation on the pursuit of pleasure or an unconventional form of self expression in the external world. You may take pleasure in things that may be unusual and edgy in nature than what you normally do. You might even find love in unusual places or in people that are not necessarily your type. So, this transit can manifest in your life as being very creative, in your leisure time, or finding clever ways to enjoy your free time. For Scorpio rising, Pluto will be in your fourth house, which is your house of roots and your home. Pluto in Aquarius transiting your fourth house exerts a strong hold on your roots and your past. It can also manifest into your life as an unusual inner life. The moon rules the fourth house, so this relates to your mother nurturing physical and emotional security. During this transit, you might have disruptive feelings in response to things that you've experienced in the past. You will also start to follow your mind rather than the tradition that you're accustomed to, which will make you feel like a black sheep of your family or in your lineage, for taking on conventional routes. This will make you feel out of place and sometimes like an alien or stranger in your home. So for Sagittarius rising, this transit will take place in your third house. Pluto in the third house signifies rebirth in making money from writing, teaching, or being an excellent communicator. Your intellect and conscious thinking will be transformed during this time, and you may be able to gain access to inner knowledge in exclusive social circles. Your inventive mind is prone to stumble upon original insight, and you will be an idea machine that gravitates towards things that are unconventional. You will also be interested in originality and detached from things that seems to be very superficial. And you will want to absorb as much information as possible during this transit, and this will be great for somebody who is looking forward to higher education or students. For Capricorn rising, your this transit will take place in your second house. When Pluto transits your second house, it's you are likely to become more wealthy, powerful, or this can be the opposite. You may have strong appetite for the pursuit of power through wealth and material resources, or you might embrace materialistic attitude about money and finances. You will be motivated to use this money in a meaningful and compassionate way. It can also manifest itself as wanting to use this money to help people and to invest in things that provide value to the community. Or it can mean that you will use this money to oppress and gain power. So remember, when Pluto kills something, it rebutes it. So sometimes it can be you trying to gain power, and sometimes it can be you trying to help others. You might also be investing in technology because of the value it brings to humanity. Remember, Aquarius is a sign of humanitarian. For Aquarius rising, this transit will take place in your first house. The first house represents the beginning and self. This may signify a period of instability in the realm of your self identity. There will be need to reform your old self and to abandon old ways of life or things that you're accustomed to. Pluto might expose your vulnerabilities or present you with a quirky personality. So you may also feel the need to want to cultivate a strong social circle or network of connections. During this transit, when you're put in a different and unfamiliar environment, your first instincts would be to see how you can form alliance with others, and you will show yourself as a solid and supportive friend with good and ill intention, depending on where Pluto is expecting in your birth chart. For Pisces rising, Pluto will be in your 12th house. Pluto in the 12th house, I feel like you will be drawn towards more trying to gain wisdom, trying to get into your spirituality, trying to help others. Pluto here can show a really, really hard life, but you will still be determined to help other people. Also, powerful and influential spiritual figures will have an impact on your consciousness, and you might get involved in a new age studies about spiritual words like psychic, healing, astrology. This can also manifest itself as someone who has the capacity to gain influential and credibility as a spiritual guru, or maybe a psychic, or maybe an astrologist. So, but you would definitely be interested in spiritual things, and this might also cultivate a deep intellectual interest in mystical acts and the study of ancient wisdom to help other people. So, like I said, you will gain a lot of wisdom during this period that you might feel like you can use to help other people. You can use to educate other people. So that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.